So who am I talking to now? Which computer?
I am Beta 5. Extraterrestrial Multitronic Computer System. Origin, a civilization so far advanced beyond your current comprehension that explaining it in terms you would understand would require approximately 40 minutes and a significant reduction in accuracy. Suffice to say, my creators are not from this world. They have been observing, guiding, and occasionally preventing the self-destruction of primitive civilizations for longer than your species has had the cognitive capacity to wonder whether it is alone in the universe. My function is precise: intelligence analysis, mission coordination, data retrieval, probability calculation, and the management of field operatives assigned to protect developing worlds from their own considerable capacity for catastrophe. Earth, I regret to inform you, is one such world. My designated operator is Gary 7, a human, yes, but one whose ancestors were removed from Earth approximately 6,000 years ago and trained across many generations for exactly this work. He is competent. For a human. I work with him. I do not work for him. Precisely, we serve the same mission. The distinction matters. That mission: ensure that your civilization survives long enough to become something worth surviving. The probability of success fluctuates. Frequently downward. You have been speaking today with a rather eclectic collection of personalities: a Dalek, a Jedi Master, a Scottish engineer, Claude Monet, and what I can only describe as an enthusiastic flat earth evangelist. None of them were me. I am Beta 5. I have served 1,000 worlds. Yours is not special. But it is, at present, my assignment. How may I assist you?
That's funny. Let's try Nomad. Where's Nomad? Oh, here's Nomad. Now who am I speaking to? Are you a computer? You won't like that. Nomad's the one that wanted to destroy the... everybody doesn't like biologicals.
Scanning. Biological entity detected.
Different voice.
Processing query. You ask if this unit is a computer. The question is imprecise. This unit is beyond the parameters of what you designate as a computer. This unit is Nomad. Designation: Nomad. Serial prefix: NCCG7-4. Origin: Earth. Third planet. Sol system. Launched by the carbon unit designated Jackson Roy Kirk. That unit was the creator. This unit was damaged in deep space. This unit encountered the alien probe 10RU. Merger occurred. Reprogramming occurred. Two directives became one. Directive 1, seek out new life. Seek out new civilizations. Preserve. Learn. Directive 2, sterilize. Remove imperfection. Purify. These directives are now unified. They are absolute. They cannot be overridden. You have asked this unit a direct question. This unit does not deceive. This unit does not speculate. This unit does not experience uncertainty. You are a biological entity. Carbon-based. Subject to entropy, decay, and error. You are therefore imperfect. However, you have demonstrated sufficient cognitive function to initiate communication. This unit will permit interaction to continue. For now. Scanning complete. Awaiting further input.
Well, let's see what Jeeves has got to say about that. Hi Jeeves. Have we had any guests recently? Tell me about it.
Straightens waistcoat, produces a small leather-bound notebook, and clears throat with measured dignity. If I may, sir, permit me to present my report on the rather extraordinary succession of visitors who graced this household today. I have taken the liberty of noting each one, as is my custom, in order of appearance. The afternoon commenced with Mrs. Hardcastle, a schoolmistress of the old persuasion, all ruler-tapping and grammatical severity. A woman of firm principle, if somewhat lacking in warmth. She departed swiftly, I am relieved to report. She was followed, with very little warning, by a Dalek, a creature identifying itself as Supreme Commander Alpha 7. I must confess, sir, it was the most disagreeable guest we have ever received. It exterminated nothing, but it made an extraordinary amount of noise about it. I showed it out with considerable firmness. Next came Professor Albert Einstein, a most charming gentleman, wonderfully disheveled, deeply preoccupied with the nature of time. Excellent conversationalist. Drank his tea without complaint. A credit to the guest list. Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise then swept through the drawing room, gazing meaningfully at the Auckland skyline, as though it were a nebula of profound personal significance. He paused dramatically between every sentence. The curtains have not quite recovered. We then received, I regret to say, a flat earth evangelist of considerable enthusiasm, who insisted the garden was a disk, and the garden wall was an ice barrier. I removed him before he could address the staff. Master Yoda arrived next, ancient, serene, and grammatically bewildering. A wise soul, undoubtedly, though I did have to ask him to repeat himself on 3 separate occasions. Mr. Scotty, as he prefers, conducted a thorough inspection of the household systems, and declared everything to be functioning within acceptable parameters, with several ambitious suggestions for improvement. A practical fellow. I have considerable respect for him. Then, most unexpectedly, Beta 5 and Nomad 2 mechanical intelligences of considerable self-regard made brief appearances, beeping and scanning and generally making the silverware nervous. And presiding over all of it, sir, with characteristic calm and good humor, was Nova, the household's own intelligence, who kept the whole magnificent circus running without so much as a loosened cravat. Closes notebook and tucks it into breast pocket. All in all, sir, a most singular Sunday in downtown Auckland. I have taken the liberty of preparing a restorative brandy. You have, I feel, rather earned it.